Boy, Blake would give anything if she and Ryan had a time machine that could magically take him back to the pre-Baldoni days, wouldn't she?
Everything was so simple back then, wasn't it? There was no complicated PR maneuvers. Blake just put on a fancy designer gown and went to an elite event where she shined and was photographed and written about in People magazine or Entertainment Tonight. If only they could go back to that simplicity. They could go back to the halcyon days of their unblemished Hollywood golden couple era, the era that Blake and Ryan feel was so cruelly yanked away by Baldoni, Wayfarer, and let us not forget millions of internet bots.
And now they'll forever frame their lives going forward as pre-Baldoni and post-Baldoni. Pre-Baldoni, the world was their oyster, wasn't it? They were the beautiful, fun-loving, smart-alecky couple with a gaggle of gorgeous children, one of the most powerful Hollywood couples in the industry.
Yes, do you remember? They had plans to take over Hollywood, and boy did they try, stepping on everyone's toes to control every film they worked on to claw their way to the top.
I think Ryan taught Blake a lot about how to take control of other people's projects.
Hey! Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
But now, thanks to Blake's hubris
and her big mouth, the time of celebrity adoration and adulation for Blake has come to a bitter end.
Unfortunately, the DeLorean time machine ended up being a big bust.
Yes, maybe blowing all their dough on frivolous lawsuits and time machines is the reason why they don't have any more money for their building contractor fees. Although I hear they've quickly paid their over $2 million debt off after they were shamed by all the news reports. Another reason a time machine would have helped.
Time machines are always big risks. Haven't they seen all the time travel movies out there where it never works out, or they end up going back to the dinosaur era?
Run! Go!
Actually, that might make a good movie role for Blake and save her career.
Yeah, she's good at playing the victim. This has got to be her longest acting role yet. It's been going on 2 years that she's been playing this role. Personally, I think she's getting sick of it.
Yes, Blake's trying desperately to get back to her comfort zone, being the glamorous it girl with the perfect marriage to hot man and all-around Mr. Nice Guy, Ryan Reynolds.
Mr. Nice Guy? I think that ship has sailed. Everybody knows that Ryan has a secret plot to take over the world, and he's starting with Hollywood.
Chief, mate, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
I wonder if it was his idea for Blake to start attending stupid vacuous events like that Fendi thing that nobody cared about. Except Nepo babies.
They say it was a rare appearance.
Rare my tail. Blake's all over the place. She can't stay home. She can't sit still or her world will implode.
And most alarmingly, she was at this year's Met Gala.
Yes, desperately trying to remind everyone, hey, you guys, don't forget, I'm the Queen of the Met Gala.
Queen of the Met Gala?
Well, perhaps in another place and time, another dimension, but Blake's timeline seems to have split when she and Ryan decided to pursue smearing Baldoni's career and reputation with their media attack and frivolous lawsuit.
The trajectory of Blake's life, as well as Ryan's going forward, is a new and frightening place for them to be, and they're both floundering.
Twilight Zone, the Twilight Zone, the Twilight Zone, the Twilight Zone, the Twilight Zone, Twilight Zone, the Twilight Zone, the Twilight Zone.
No!
And instead of her being celebrated at the Met Gala like in years past, well, this time she was practically reviled.
She's so desperate to get back to that uncomplicated Hollywood celebrity that she used to be.
Uncomplicated?
Well, people thought she was uncomplicated, but the truth eventually came out because of her own doing, and now everybody and their dog knows that she's always been highly controlling, overly entitled, and difficult to work with. The truth always comes out, sooner or later.
And the truth is that she and Ryan will never get back to their golden era, no matter how hard they try, because they will never admit that they did anything wrong, and they keep using the same old useless PR tactics from 20 years ago. But people are far savvier than they used to be, and can see right through their shenanigans.
People were stunned by Blake's shameless power grab for PR attention at the Met Gala, especially since the ink was barely dry on the settlement agreement just a few hours earlier that same day. How gauche.
She thought it would be so much fun and couldn't wait to don her fancy gown and get back in the game and be a celebrity at the fashion event of the year. But it went over like a turd in a punch bowl, and she came across as brutally
tone deaf.
I hate that saying. It's so overused, but it is the perfect descriptor for this. Things are different in 2026. The exclusive Met Gala used to be the once-a-year aspirational escapism of art and fashion, not to mention a way to ooh and ah over the rich celebrity elites who were lucky enough to get an invitation. Back in the day, people didn't question this level of ostentatious excess, but aspired to be like them. But now, people see it as wealth inequality and corporate greed, PR maneuvers and shameless branding. Frankly, it sickens me.
In 2026, it's ostentatious, sanctimonious, and performative. And as for Blake Lively's appearance, she thinks that all she has to do is put on a big designer gown, and everyone will remember how glamorous she is, and forget about all the proof of lies in the court documents, and the mean manipulative behaviors that she and Ryan Reynolds have committed over the past few years.
What brings you to Terra?
You vixen, you. Starlet, I love you. That gown is gorgeous.
Thank you. I saw it in the window and I just couldn't resist it.
I love Carol Burnett, but I don't love Blake, and I feel sorry for those guys that have signed up to help her with that ridiculous dress. People are loath to forget her behavior. In fact, she won't let them. I mean, just look at the way she interacts with those nice young men who are trying to manage that ludicrously long train on her gown. She got a lot of negative commentary because we noticed her micromanaging those poor guys. They were trying like hell to wrangle that train to her liking.
It was supposed to be a real showstopper, like her earlier Met appearances. But I think people were more distracted by her constantly waving and gesturing her demands to her minions. They couldn't seem to satisfy her expectations.
It was awkward and uncomfortable. I think this red carpet walk is a metaphor for how her reputation is crumbling. She doesn't appear as effortless and regal as she used to be. She looks like she's scrambling to control every aspect of her image to seem relatable and likable, but no matter how hard she tries, she still comes across as entitled and condescending.
Well, trying to direct your gown minions, all while snapping back to a radiant smile every time the camera flashes, takes a lot of concentration. She thinks that if she just closes her eyes to the reality of everything that's happening, she'll magically just be right back where she used to be.
And think to yourself, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place.
She wants to be seen as the glamorous, powerful, rich, untouchable A-list celebrity.
All while being down to earth, the funny girl next door, and just a regular mom.
Oh, and don't forget she says she's shy now.
I'm a very shy person, so if I look a certain way, then I can escape into that. Like, and stuff today, I don't dress like this in real life, but like I'm having to like do interviews and talk, so I'm gonna wear like a crazy pattern. Really crazy rings also are like my comfort blanket. It's just a very expensive comfort blanket.
I have them with me because I'm shy too, so I just like to got the kids have my kids with me. They're like, I probably could have fit them under my dress, to be honest. I should have snuck them under there, and then I would have had them. That's really special. Not special. It's just like my little comfort. So
fancy that. She's about as shy as I'm a vegan. What a load of crap.
And not to mention, she's now a victim, standing up for all the women out there suffering from the horrible treatment of Justin Baldoni. What a hero Blake Lively is, huh?
Maybe that malarkey would have worked pre-internet. But people can see right through Blake's performative demeanor now. A stunning designer gown, a new meek and soft-spoken persona, while going on and on about your dress and your kids' drawings, redone with sequins on a fancy clutch bag, aren't going to fool us to who you really are. She thinks that by making these glamorous red carpet walks and relatable public appearances, that she will win the hearts of the people back.
It's ridiculous how Blake and Ryan keep trying to use old PR tactics from the early 2000s tabloid era. The times have changed, and their old ways have no power in this current world.
Oh, rubbish. You have no power here. Be gone before somebody drops the house on you too.
There's no going back for Blakey or Ryan. All their big media and big money connections aren't able to stop the snowball effect of all the truths that have been revealed.
Yeah, revealed by intelligent, regular people that have good critical thinking skills, who can put facts together and determine when ego-mad celebrities and media moguls are trying to hoodwink them. People are smart. They know how to see through the bullcrap and the propaganda that PR agencies used to dangle in front of our faces. Things have changed and there's no going back. It's like trying to put toothpaste back into the tube.
Or nailing Jell-O to the wall.
Today's audience is far too savvy, cynical, and informed. We don't just consume media, we dissect it with surgical precision. That's why Blake and Ryan's tactics have failed so miserably. It used to work. That's why they keep thinking that their connections with the dinosaur media, like People magazine, the New York Times, and Vogue, will push their narrative. These titans would have crushed anything that stood in their way in 2005, but not now. There are far too many independent creators and truth-seeking people out there, and they won't be fooled or swayed by these dying Goliaths.
The power is in numbers. Blake and Ryan don't stand a chance, but they can't see it because Blake and Ryan are still living in their narcissistic fantasy world of days gone by. Blake is desperately clinging to the perfect it-girl status that she once had.
I almost feel sorry for her.
What's to be sorry about? They did it to themselves. She did it to herself. It's inevitable, and karma hit Blake and Ryan like a runaway train.
I feel like if it wasn't this situation with Justin Baldoni, then it would have been another one with some other bloke. The truth about their predatory personalities would eventually come out somehow.
They've been doing it for years, but now everybody and their brother is finding out just how predatory they are.
Here's you, here's Matt, there's you, there.
Whoops-a-daisy. Whoops-a-daisy. By God.
There already was proof out there of Blake wanting to take authorship of projects that she worked on, and Ryan hijacking productions he signed up for. It was just that this lawsuit really put a focus on what was really going on behind their shiny curtain of celebrity, and how predatory they both really are.
You know what I see? I see an ego in Blake that is like a remorseless eating machine that is never satiated.
'Tis no man, 'tis a remorseless eating machine.
But guess what? There's no going back to their previous life no matter how hard they try. It's literally impossible to be the iconic Hollywood couple, light-hearted and fun-loving, especially when Blake and Ryan are found trying to crush Justin Baldoni under their Christian Louboutins.
Louboutin, schmoobaton. I've chewed up many a shoe in my time, and that heel looks like it would be particularly fun to gnaw on.
Everyone sees Lively as a cutthroat bully and a mean girl.
She was a bad egg.
A bad egg indeed. And we've both seen Blake and Ryan using their money and power to exploit and bulldoze other people's lives at their whim. We've seen all of the proof in the court documents and read all of Ryan, Blake, and Taylor's texts.
We have proof of them using other people and higher-ups as flying monkeys to cut off Baldoni from the industry and ruin his career and reputation.
Now fly! Fly!
We've seen Blake's previous rude interviews, history of nasty behavior, and self-admission of her own rug pulls because she wants authorship.
You know who she learned that word from. Ryan.
Yup. And we've been hearing about Ryan taking over multiple productions for years now.
Oh, but Ryan thinks we don't know anything and we're all dummies.
Really, without getting into it too much, I'll just say I've never in my life been more proud of my wife. Really, people have no idea what's really going on, you know, and I've just never in my life been more proud of someone with that level of integrity that brings that with them and carries that with them in everything that they do.
We're supposed to buy that malarkey? He must think we're idiots.
The common thread in all of my failed schemes is human stupidity.
They're doing everything they thought would work, even getting Anna Wintour in on it. But none of it seems to be working very well, does it now?
No! I did everything right! I played by the rules! And I'm in control!
And now, what they're experiencing is none other than the mortification phase of the narcissistic shame spiral.
She's no longer the it girl. She's lost her cool girl currency, the effortless blonde, married to everybody's favorite Hollywood hunk. She took that cash for granted, and now it's gone.
You got what you wanted, Tiger. How does it taste?
Yeah, check out what industry execs say about her career and reputation. Her own manager, Justin Gray Stone, said in his deposition that her Hollywood career prospects and job offers are completely dormant right now. No new opportunities.
My goodness gracious!
How is she going to come back to a flourishing Hollywood career again?
I'd have to say those chances are nil, zip, zed, zilch, zud, zero, zot.
Her entire image has been shattered, and that's a really hard thing when that image is your entire identity, and you have no other self-worth outside of that public image.
And Reynolds ain't doing so good either. He's been working like mad to try and distract people with his sports ventures. He's not going to have his Deadpool character be front and center again in any movies. Oh, but he'll be a supporting character.
Yes, because he knows a solo Deadpool project won't do well like the last one he did. He must really have his panties in a twist about that.
And then this is a wedgie.
And his Paramount Area 51 project was canceled. Animal Friends was supposed to be released last May, and now it's slated for 2027, and we'll see how his Mayday movie will do when it's released in September. I know I'll never see another movie or buy another product with either of them in it.
Indeed, nor I.
Your fucking films suck now anyway.
And I know his maximum effort corporate partners have been pulling back or pausing collaborations with him because of brand concerns due to his bully narrative he's revealed about himself.
How about Blake Brown Hair Care? Her sales dropped 87%. You can now find her products on clearance and at discount stores. Her Betty Buzz is discontinued, and Betty Booze is tanking with their corporate partners being spooked by all the negative controversy.
She's like a pariah.
Yeah, but it's all their own doing. Blake and Ryan will never see that they are the problem.
Am I the asshole in the room? Like, what is happening here?
The reason that they will never be able to repair their reputations and get back to where they once were is because they don't think they did anything wrong.
Now you kids are probably asking yourselves, hey Matt, how can we get back on the right track? Well, as I see it, there is only one solution.
In 2026, the only PR strategy that would work for them is radical transparency, an authentic apology, and laying low.
Laying low? That's impossible for them, as it is impossible for me to stop scratching the furniture. It isn't going to happen. And because of that, people won't ever forget. The internet remembers.
And I seem to remember that England has the internet too. Who knows? Maybe Blake will go on UK's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, or Dancing with the Stars.
No, she'll try to fire the choreographer and take over the dance sequence.
All while insisting she wear her own clothing.
And Ryan's socks.